like to formally inform the entire world that in the very early hours of today, January 3rd, the Venezuelan people have unfortunately been subjected to what can only be described as the most criminal and completely unjustifiable military aggression by the government of the United States of America. So far, the ruthless and shocking barbarity of the invading forces that have desecrated our sacred soil in the areas of Huerte Tuna, the capital city of Caracas, in the states of Miranda, Aragua, and La Guaira, have even struck civilian residential areas with devastating missiles and powerful rockets fired from their heavily armed combat helicopters. We are currently in the process of gathering and verifying information regarding the wounded and the dead. We hereby raise and express the strongest and most unequivocal denunciation before the international community, as well as all relevant multilateral organizations, so that the government of the United States of America is publicly and formally condemned for its blatant, flagrant, and egregious grave violation of the United Nations Charter and international law.
After U.S. strikes on January 3rd, Venezuela has vowed to resist the presence of foreign troops. Venezuelan Defense Minister Vladimir Padrino Lopez delivered a video address to the nation and the world. His statement followed U.S. President Donald Trump's claim that Nicolas Maduro was captured. Padrino described the operation as the most criminal military aggression by the United States. He said U.S. forces violated Venezuelan sovereign airspace during the early hours. According to the defense minister, attacks were concentrated in Caracas and several nearby states. He named Huerte Tuna in Caracas, as well as Miranda, Aragua, and La Guaira. Padrino said enemy combat helicopters fired missiles and rockets that struck residential areas with civilians. He accused the Trump administration of violating international law and breaching the United Nations Charter. The United States carried out strikes inside Venezuela after explosions rocked the capital Caracas early Saturday, January 3rd. Loud blasts echoed across the city as aircraft flew overhead and thick smoke rose into the sky.
Heroic people of Venezuela, soldiers of the homeland, sons and daughters of Bolivar, the Bolivarian National Armed Forces would like to formally inform the entire world that in the very early hours of today, January 3rd, the Venezuelan people have unfortunately been subjected to what can only be described as the most criminal and completely unjustifiable military aggression by the government of the United States of America. So far, the ruthless and shocking barbarity of the invading forces that have desecrated our sacred soil in the areas of Huerte Tuna, the capital city of Caracas, in the states of Miranda, Aragua, and La Guaira, have even struck civilian residential areas with devastating missiles and powerful rockets fired from their heavily armed combat helicopters. We are currently in the process of gathering and verifying information regarding the wounded and the dead. In the face of this vile, reprehensible, and cowardly assault, which so gravely threatens the peace, security, and overall stability of the entire region, we hereby raise and express the strongest and most unequivocal denunciation before the international community, as well as all relevant multilateral organizations, so that the government of the United States of America is publicly and formally condemned for its blatant, flagrant, and egregious grave violation of the United Nations Charter and international law. Free, independent, and sovereign Venezuela firmly rejects, with all the strength and unwavering resolve of its libertarian history, the presence of these foreign troops, who have brought nothing but death, pain, and destruction in their wake. This invasion represents the greatest outrage the country has ever suffered, driven by the insatiable greed for our strategic resources. Far from being a supposed and so-called fight against narco-terrorism, this utterly deplorable and reprehensible action seeks to forcefully impose a definitive and irreversible regime change and to subject us all to the spurious, illegitimate, and self-serving designs of North American imperialism, trampling upon the sacred, inalienable, and non-negotiable right to self-determination, for which our heroic liberators bravely fought, and we are now called upon to defend, with the same unwavering dignity, courage, and determination. That is why, in this dark and challenging hour, I invoke the unwavering courage and determination we inherited from the brave liberators of our nation, who taught us, through their actions and sacrifices, that human dignity is not negotiable under any circumstances, and that the homeland, our beloved country, is the supreme and sacred value above all else. They have attacked us relentlessly, but they will not and cannot break our spirit. United together, both soldiers and people, we will form an indestructible and unbreakable wall of resistance, standing strong against all adversity. Our calling is peace, but our heritage is the enduring fight for freedom. We, who extend our hand in brotherhood and friendship, today clench our determined fist in defense of what is rightfully ours. Let us unite, for in the unity of the people, we will find the strength to resist and to ultimately triumph. In the midst of this imperial onslaught, I make a fervent call for serenity, composure, and reason to maintain unity, steadfastness, and calm in these trying times. Despair, after all, is the closest and most dangerous ally of the invader. Fortitude is the shield of the homeland. Let us not simply give in to the panic and fear that the enemy truly wants to sow among us. Let us avoid chaos and anarchy, which are weapons as deadly as bombs. Let us show the world what we are made of, demonstrating our strength and determination. Let us be resilient and maintain our fortitude even in the face of adversity, standing firm and united. Now is the time to put into action all the national defense plans for which we have been preparing, plans that have been carefully developed to ensure our readiness and effectiveness. Therefore, in full and strict compliance with the Constitution of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, as well as the Organic Law on States of Exception and the Organic Law of National Security, we hereby express our unwavering and complete support for the decree of a state of external commotion throughout the entire national territory. Consequently, the men and women of the Bolivarian National Armed Forces, following the clear and precise instructions of citizen Nicolás Maduro Moros, who is the constitutional president of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela and our esteemed commander-in-chief, will proceed to deploy without reservation all of our available capabilities and resources for the comprehensive and effective defense of the nation, the prompt restoration of public order, and the preservation and maintenance of peace for all citizens. Therefore, we will activate, across the entire spectrum of the national geographic space, and in perfect coordination among the people, the military, and the police, a state of full operational readiness through the massive deployment of all land, air, naval, river, and missile resources. Weapon systems for comprehensive and integrated national defense, with the primary and fundamental purpose of ensuring the seamless and effective integration of all elements and instruments of national power in the crucial mission to confront and resist imperial threats, thereby forming a unified and unbreakable single combat front. Honor, duty, and history are calling us, reminding us of our responsibilities and our legacy. Let the powerful and unwavering cry of a free and sovereign homeland echo and resound in every corner, in every valley, and in every heart. Victory is ours, because reason, justice, and dignity are on our side, guiding us forward. We will prevail. Long live the homeland!